And welcome back to Western New York Living. Now, are you a little reluctant to hold a party this weekend because your outdoor living space may need some upgrading? Well, my next guest can make sure your outside entertaining area is a space that all your friends will envy. Join us this morning from Ivy Lee Construction, our good friend Mike Washington. Mike, good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having us back.
All right, we're going to talk exterior projects today, specifically concrete. Yes, very sexy concrete here, but it is a great option in our area for driveways, steps, and patios, as opposed to blacktop and wood decks. Tell us why.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of outdoor living, right? We're trying to bring actually the experience and lengthen the season in Western New York to be able to actually get you outside. We're doing a ton of decorative concrete in backyards right now. We're doing a ton of exposed aggregate. We're doing a lot of like exterior kitchens and entertaining spaces, roof patios, roofs with decorative concrete, electric lighting, a lot of TVs outside now. There's so many different options you have, and how do you really get to have some outdoor living space? And then we've also got into putting heaters in these to extend the season too, so you get 6-7 months out there, which it's really fantastic.
All right, stamped concrete patios, walkways, and steps. These look awesome. Tell us about some of those options that you offer for these types of projects and the steps that you take to ensure that they're going to last for many, many years.
Yeah, you really want to start with a good foundation, a good base always. So when you're prepping for a concrete footer or foundation, and then the flat work to go on it, that's the stuff that you're actually going to see. You really want to make sure you're getting down below the frost lines, and then your flat work, you have a great foundation to build upon, and then you tie it all together. Rebar, we can use 6x6 wire mesh inside of the concrete, and then once you actually get to the concrete and the colors, they're endless. The textures from random stone and ashlar slate, you can get into exposed aggregate, which is a whole nother different type of finish, and even just regular gray broom concrete. We can really make that look great, and we can add some color to it, or even just the shape of the pad itself. We do a serpentine edge, we can do some borders on them, and just make it look really, dress it up and make it look really nice.
Let's talk about driveways. We saw a couple images of driveways. Patios, by the way, look amazing with the stamped concrete. Talk about driveways. Is there more work involved pouring a driveway? And again, what steps do you take to make sure that driveway lasts through our winters here in Buffalo?
Yeah, it's the same concept, right? You really want to start with a good stone base. You want to get a good 3 to 6 to 9 inches of stone base, depending on condition. Go all the way down. Get any loose soil, any soil that might have been underneath that's a little shaky. You really want to dry it out real good. Stone base, and then we're going to have 6x6 wire mesh going to all our flat work. It's going to give you strength. All concrete cracks, you're going to get cracks in the control joints. So the idea is that you're cutting the control joints in certain sizes of blocks to make sure that, hey, it is going to crack there. With the freeze-thaw cycle that we have in Buffalo, New York, you really want to make sure you know what you're doing and hiring a professional. Make sure there's isolation joint in between foundation and flat work, and then control joint to control where actually the cracking happens. So you don't really necessarily see it, but it's there. And then, once you put your 6x6 wire mesh, really making sure that you have a good mix, we're going to use a 4,500 pound PSI mix, which it's a 7-bag mix. It's a ton of cement. It's real creamy, and it finishes really nice. And so it lasts a lifetime. And then on top of that, make sure you have a good sealer. The sealer is really very important to our area to keep the road salt off. Some towns are using brine now, and you really have to protect this concrete and do it every year or 2 years to make sure you have a good covering on that concrete so the road salt doesn't eat into it.
And Mike, as always, you offer some financing options, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. This month we have $700 off concrete projects. We also have 0% interest for 2 years to help you get your project started now, and then you'll have some time to pay for it. So no interest for 2 years. It's a great product, and a lot of our clients are using it today.
All right, great stuff as always. Ivy Lee Construction, the most trusted name in home improvement. From exterior projects like concrete to interior projects, they can help from start to finish. To find out more about all the services they offer, head over to their website at ivyleeconstruction.com or give them a call at 875-8654. Remember, they do offer great financing options.